In this video, we'll talk about volatility and how one can invest in the volatility. So let me give you an example. So suppose if I'm looking at Google, right? And Google is currently at $700. So if Google is at $700 and I'm looking at the charts, so the chart will look something like that, right? They can go up, they can go down, but I can see that the average price is around $700, right? And this is the price, and this is time, right? So Google is around $700. If I look at the fluctuations, I can also plot something like that. I can say 700, and I can say because this is the moving average of Google, the most likely scenario for Google to be at 700, and then it can go far the distances, and this is the Gaussian distribution, and this is your probability, right? So the probability of being at 700 is higher, but as you go either in negative direction or positive direction, it changes, right? So what if I ask you what's the probability at 680? So you'll say it's not very likely to go at 680. So this is a low volatility scenario, maybe. So I'll call this as low volatility, right? Now same case. Now there is a news in the market. So when there is a news, then I am looking at the price again, and there are some news which is not which creates panic in the market. So in that case, there will be more fluctuation in the market. So the market will be going up or going down, right? So this is what the graph will look like. So when you're looking at this case, then your graph will look more like this, and this is your moving average of 700. This is the probability, right? So now you can see that if I'm looking at 680, there are some chances that it can end up at 680, or it can also go to 720. So the chances of it going to the other extremes are higher. So if you are a long-term investor, you won't like it because it's moving a lot. But if you're a daily trader or so this is more of a opportunity, but same time you're more likely to lose some money or gain some money. So there is an opportunity here. So we'll call it as a high volatility. So now how will I invest in this scenario? So the idea is pretty simple. So let me again draw the volatilities again here. So this is our probability, and this is the price. We are looking at 700, and this is how the Gaussian distribution looked like, right? So now if the market panics, then the distribution will look more like this, right? So now what you need to do is, when the volatility is high, so volatility is high, so in this case we look at this price, so 630 maybe, and we'll call it as 680. So if you sell a put, so let's say sell put, and then you also sell a call. So you can either do this, or you can either do this, or you can also do both of them, right? So when you sell put and call, so the value of the put and call will be high. So maybe I'll call it like $5, and this will be going to be $5. So I'm talking about strike price of 730, and here the strike price, or no, this will be strike price of 680, and here the K is 730. So now the chances for them to go up and down are more, right? So you got a credit of plus $10, right? And we all know that when the volatility goes high, it comes back quickly down, right? it or sometimes it takes some time, but it does come back eventually, before it will move forward again, because people are panicking, so they cannot remain panic all the time. So they will calm down someday. So when they calm down, then again these values will move down, because now the probability to go at 5 is not there much, right? So this will become $1 and this will become $1. So when this happens, then your total will be only $2 left. So you made a profit, just not based on the stock fluctuation, or just based on the, like, the price don't have to change, but just based on volatility, you made $8 gain. So this is how you can invest in volatility. If you're looking for safe bet, because it's not much easier for you to still invest in this, you can also go much farther distance from the tail. So now if I'm looking at this distribution, you can go way far, and this is your moving average, right? Moving average is 700. So you can go way far. Maybe you can go to 500 price range. So when you're in the 500 price range, you will still see a difference between high volatility and low volatility. So when the volatility is very high, this will go more like this. So there will be still a difference between the two, and you will be surprised. For example, if I'm looking at 400 and no, not 400, maybe let's call it 550. So if I'm looking at the 550 put, it can go from $2 to $12. So K is 540, and this is the put price, and this is low volatility, and this is high volatility. So the put price can go that much farther, and when it goes that high, then you can always invest in it, and it's not likely that stock is going to go that far. And this is, I'm talking about around 1 year of put. So when the market is panicked, you can always sell this put at $12 in the panic market, and then you can buy it back at $2 when everything is calm. So this is how you can invest in volatility.